guys.
Welcome to P&H Bros.
With special guest star Michaela Hartwell behind the camera.
Hi, you guys will see me later.
Well, we figured if you ever went camping or had a survival incident that you ever needed to protect your family with, paracord is always a sturdy thing. I don't have paracord on me right now, as you can see. This is just regular cordage. But I recommend 200 pounds so you can do some heavy stuff. Now Stephen will go with his weapon of choice.
I would personally choose a multi-purpose pocket knife with a floaty on it, just in case you drop it in water. So I'd bring one of these multi-purpose ones because it has lots of neat things on it. One would be a pair of scissors. Next thing would be on is a pair of toenail clippers. And then a nail file. On the other side, there's a pair of tweezers and a bottle opener, and then a blade for your average cutting. And then let's say you only want a certain thing out at one time, you could just flip it off all the way out here, flip the rest back like this, and then go like this. Fold it together and you'll have a knife.
Ta-da!
So yeah, this is my weapon of choice, and make sure if you're going like kayaking or something, make sure you have one of these floaties on it, so if you drop it, it won't like sink to the bottom. So yeah, Lane can go next.
Well, as he's kind of smarter than me, he uses a multi-purpose knife. I'd rather kind of a larger blade with a non-serrated edge, just so you can do a little bit more like notching and making squirrel traps and stuff. And we'll teach you how to make a homemade squirrel trap just out of some regular paracord and a stick in later episodes. But I like it to keep my knives nice and sharp, just real quick. We'll have another thing that we'll both talk about. So we have two more things that we're both going to talk about, because a flashlight, if you do happen to need a flashlight, which can happen because a flashlight can help you spot things, and it's also a way, if you have a magnifying glass, you can magnify the light and you can actually make a fire by that. But you can always use a sunlight and like a 2-liter bottle, maybe.
Clear water. Make sure it's clear water.
Use clear water, and you hang it and you hold that and you make the sunlight nice and tight, and you put like a piece of like cloth, or not cloth, like dry leaves or something on your thing, and that'll make a nice tinder too. But the flashlight also is helpful from when the wolves or the coyotes start howling, and your fire probably isn't going to help you.
Or outside, it's all wet and like everything's wet, so.
And you probably want to know what you're going to step on before you step on it.
Yeah. All right. So, what's the next thing, Mister? All right. So our final thing is a lighter. We wouldn't recommend using one of these lighters. We could use like one of those pocket ones, or you could use matches.
Strike anywhere matches.
Yeah, make sure to strike anywhere matches, or you can get what's it called? I forgot. You can get flint and steel also. They have those in some pocket knives. And
we don't have a few things. We're sorry. It's just kind of short notice.
Yeah.
Well, we need a metal canteen. That's always good to have, so you can boil your water. And I mean, you need to boil your water before you drink it, because all of the organisms that you have and stuff in it, which can give you diarrhea and stuff like that, and diarrhea would lead to dehydration, and dehydration leads to death.
And
we would also need.
You say canteen already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure I got the canteen done. There was one more that I know we need. Oh, have a skilled guide with you. I mean, that's not always you can't, but if you can, try to have a skilled guide with you.
You can have those. You can buy also those pocket ones in like a store. They're like pretty cheap, maybe like $5 for like wilderness ones outside.
Yeah, and a nice saw, like a pocket saw. We've used a few of those, and we've cut down some trees like this big around before. With and it's just kind of a flip blade saw, and I like the ones made by Gerber. And then we're right there. So if we do remember anything,
We'll let you know in
we'll
the
let
comments.
you know in the comments, and or part 2 of this.
There isn't probably not going to be a part 2.
Probably
there might
not going to be part
something
2.
else.
There might be like how to use these in case of an emergency.
Yeah. But, and we'll see if Michaela wants to say anything. Do you?
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I'll be taking over video taping, so now it's going to be Michaela talking. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I just threw that away.
It doesn't matter, just continue talking.
Use it.
Hey guys. If you didn't see before, but on his knife he has some deers on it. You don't need the deer.
Just
it's
so you
just-
know, they're mule deer, not whitetails. They're mule deer.
Yeah. I did have a piece of ceramic that was on a piece of candy earlier. That my brother threw away. So, but if in case of emergency and you have like pockets and you had a candy and you had ceramic wrap, you could always light the ceramic wrap on fire and it would make a good fire start. That's all I really have to say. So I hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Well, as you can see, I've made this little like very highly flammable stuff right here. Just by taking my little cordage of what I have and rolling it frantically, and this will light right up as a really easy fire start. Not to mention, hers is a great fire start too, but this would probably work a little bit better. Well, that ends it for this special episode. That ends it of this special episode of P&H Bros.
Special guest star.
With the special guest star, Michaela Hartwell.
Hi guys.
Don't forget to go to her channels too. She'll probably have a few cool stuff. We'll be guest starring with her a lot, and she'll be guest starring with us a lot. We might have a few guest stars like Morgan Peck and other people like that. But you know, still works. Dress warm when you're going out, and let's go.